Okay, additionally, along the line of exemptable or protectable assets, we can protect tools that we need in order to ply our trade or profession or business or enterprise. In Arizona, we can protect up to $5,000 equity in tools that are necessary in order to provide for our family. Now, that's if our employer requires them or if we're self-employed. It's important to remember that if we own a corporation, the corporation is not an individual, is not entitled to claim exemptions in tools of the trade. So if the corporation owns the stuff that we need to make a living with, you really need to speak with a qualified consumer bankruptcy attorney. But let's assume that it's a small business or that you own the tools. A classic example here is a guy who works at an auto shop or an auto dealership and has his roll-on box with Snap-on tools or Matco tools or other expensive tools. It's very easy for their toolbox to be worth, including all the tools, $8,000, $10,000, $12,000, $15,000. Now, in Arizona, you can protect $5,000 equity in those tools, and you can also claim, if you're married, your spouse can claim $5,000 up to $5,000 equity in those tools as well, which stacked together means you could protect up to $10,000 worth of tools, even if your spouse does not turn a wrench or use any of the tools that are necessary. Now, we don't just think in terms of auto mechanics. Any type of a tool that you would need, it could be a desk, it could be a fax machine, it could be a computer, it could be a specific type of tool that you use in a particular industry, a lawnmower. Now, I can't claim my lawnmower that I use at home as a tool of the trade because I only mow my lawn on the weekends with it. But if I had a landscape company or if I did some landscaping work on the side on the weekends as a moonlighting, a part-time job, then yes, I can claim tools of the trade as a protection. In Arizona, those tools of the trade also include intangible things like websites and web domains and marketing materials and information. It also includes the client lists as well as the telephone numbers and the names of the business. So the intangible is a real important part of the protection so that if you file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, your sole proprietorship doesn't just, go away. Real important to note here that you don't want to file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy if you own a business that's a separate legal entity, like an LLC or a corporation, because when you file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, the trustee steps into your shoes relative to the stock or the ownership interest or the membership interest. So it's real important that you meet with an experienced consumer bankruptcy attorney to discuss what you would do and what type of proceeding you need to file if you're a business owner.